What's going on, guys? We are the Ghost Gatherers. I'm Joe.
I'm Jason.
And once again, we're here to talk about ghosts.
And hopefully two ghosts.
That's right.
Today's topic? Possession. Types of possessions.
Yeah. If you guys already watched the other episode, thank you guys for watching. We went over types of hauntings. This one touches base on types of possessions. Now, within possession, not this is my pen, not that possession.
Right.
And it is, but not talking about a demonic possession. So we're going to touch base on those things because yes, there are different levels of it, but it affects more than just the person. It can actually affect a location. So several different things that we need to be aware of on what type of possession it is. So you can gauge it if you've ever had a possession, or if you've dealt with it, or if you've heard somebody.
Thought that you were possessed, but maybe not. And hopefully this will help you explain some things that are going on in your own life, as you'll see when we go into the different ones. Once again, as we always say, these are just theories that we've found or we come up with on our own. We're not ever going to tell you anything's paranormal. That's for you to decide.
And for the things that are based on our theories are mainly based off of things that we've dealt with or things we've gone through. So we're not going to say one thing is this, but it's not. We're going to try and lead you down the right path to find out your answers. We want to help you guys out as much as possible.
Right. And with that, we're going to start it off.
We're going to go with infestation.
Infestation.
Infestation is your haunted house type vibes, where you're going to hear footsteps, you're going to hear little voices, apparitions, some objects start moving without any human contact. Those are your infestations, the things that can be manipulated. You hear, you see, sometimes even smells. You can smell cigars, you can smell perfumes, roses.
Yes.
A lot of those things are particular to even potential loved ones. My grandmother loved this type of perfume, and it constantly resonates in this area where she always sat. Kind of lets you know that there is that older presence that's there, and it kind of gauges which older presence it is because the aroma is of the grandmother. Oh, it was a cigarette smoke. My grandmother smoked. That's my grandmother. Right. So it's all based on a personal thing. So within the first one, infestation, that's what you're kind of dealing with here. It's called haunted houses. We call it haunted houses because when you go to those amusement parks, you go into a haunted house, you're going into something that you can hear, you can see, you can feel, and sometimes you can smell the things that are going on because that's what they're trying to give you, the haunted house vibe. So think of that when you're dealing with a different type of possession of a location. Next up,
we got oppression. Now this deals with, bear with me, I gotta read my notes. So the activity stepped up a little bit more. It can have physical attacks. You got disturbances in your sleep. Some people call it sleep paralysis, which is a whole other subject we could talk about another time. You also have frequent and severe illness, major depression, anxiety, and of course now all those things can go on in real life because due to your daily life. But the theory here is that the energy is so strong and negative that it's causing you to feel anxious, it's causing you to lose sleep, it's causing you to be sick physically. Now what you can do with that is seek that out. Is it really just you having a bad week? Or is there something in your house that's causing you to have a bad week? And along with that, there is a theory that it could be possibly be demonic. That's what's causing all these things to happen at once. Once again, it could just be, like I said, daily grind. You know, you had a bad day at work, your girlfriend broke up with you, your car broke down. All those things happen at once, which just does. They say things happen in threes. All that kind of stuff can cause you to mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally just feel drained, which can make you feel depressed, which can also make you feel like maybe I'm going into the next one,
which is obsession. Not the cologne, not the, which, exactly, obsession. So as An obsession, the affected person is having problems focusing. They start getting so focused on one particular thing, and mainly it's more of they're focused on the demonic entities that's controlling them, or the devil made me do it kind of theory and mentality, where everything is being blamed on this. They can't focus right. Their life and their thoughts of suicide arise, actually. And sleep becomes pretty much miserable or unheard of. They haven't slept. Big black eyes. They have a hard time doing anything because of their focus. They're focusing so much on this negative energy. From infestation, oppression, obsession, all these things continuously just keep stepping one on another, which leads us into the final product, which is...
Before we get into that, because it is a big step, these first three, as we said, could be daily grind type things, all add up. It also could be that somebody actually has mental issues that they're not aware of. They could have some schizophrenia, bipolarness, multiple personalities, something that they're not aware of, they've never been diagnosed with. So before we go to the next one and you want to try to get rid of that, like get an exorcism or whatever, maybe just seek a little bit of therapy, maybe change your mindset, and that might change that kind of activity. Because the next one we're talking about is...
Too far gone.
Too far gone. And that is straight up possession. And we've all seen the movies, right? So possession basically centers around what most people claim, that a demon has entered their body. But what we found is that it's not necessarily a demon directly entering the body. Possession has to do with the fact that you are, because of those other three things, like I already said, so mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually drained that you allow a demonic energy to go into your body and manipulate it at times. Not completely take over, because you still have free will, because you can still seek out truth, light, the mental help, the religious help. You can still seek that out and cast out that demonic energy. So don't believe the hype that demons are like on the show Supernatural, where they just pop in and out of human bodies willy-nilly whenever they want, right? No, it's just because we are human beings, we are naturally weak. And if we allow ourselves to be continuously naturally weak, we're going to allow that bad energy to take over. Not just our body, but our mind and our soul. So just be aware of that. And if you feel like you're slipping into that, fight it. It's easy. You're easier than you think. I don't know. I've never experienced it myself. But just think about, right? But just think about those times when you have felt down and you fought yourself out of it, starting with your mind, right? Seeking out help from anybody, everybody that is positive. Remember that. That's a big thing. Because surrounding yourself with bad energy from other people will also allow possession to happen. So what else have we got there?
That's it.
Yeah.
The same thing with the types of hauntings. There's only 4 of these because everything else can come into play with each individual one.
Right.
Very broad spectrum when it comes down to it, but just to give you guys just a small synopsis and an understanding of what each one does, now you pretty much have, from our understanding of what we looked into, if you've dealt with this, if you're dealing with this, you can reach out to us or other paranormal groups that are ghost hunters. What we do is we try to go out and try and get the information or the understanding, the knowledge of what's in your house. We try to document it and then give it back to you and tell you there's nothing here. And then we try to give you an understanding of other things. That's why within these, as Jason was saying, if it's you, seek mental help. We're not going to say that you're crazy. We're not going to say that this place is cursed or haunted. No. What we're saying is that if you've had, oh, I just broke up, I just lost my job, my car just blew up on me, the freeway that I wanted to go onto just had construction, so I had to alter my route, and that alternate route just had something happen where the police are barricading it, and everything, life is just going down. Just imagine all that negative energy is piling and piling and piling and piling.
And that's why where if you seek professional help, you can cast that all out. And you can just chalk that up as it wasn't anything demonic.
Yeah.
Because it's just human nature.
Yeah.
Right.
And always gauge things. Always gauge things on a 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, oh my gosh, this is great, to 10, oh my gosh, life is going to end. Always base things off of that scale. If it's never a 10, then you're good. If it gets close to a 10, anything above a 5,
that's when maybe you should start.
Yeah, start seeking that professional help,
right.
the mental health. Mental health is so key in a lot of things that we do as well.
Right.
We always make sure that we're in good company. We have the same mindset when it comes to the ghost hunting, paranormal investigations. And also our third member, Darlene, has a great ear even being in the location. So it's just making sure that you surround yourself with people that are doing the same things, involved in the same things, and have the same mentality, because we can step on each other's feet.
They lift you up, not put you down.
Absolutely.
Always. And then on the religious aspect of that, if you are religious in any religious background, and you do feel like it is something demonic, seek out your religious leader, whatever religion it is, priest, pastor, shaman, voodoo priestess, whatever it is, because that will also help you with your mental stability and just feeling more comfortable, which will snowball into casting that out,
Absolutely.
getting rid of it.
Absolutely. So on that note, that is the different types of possessions that we're going to be talking about today. Stay tuned for other things that we're going to be bringing up. We also have some other investigations coming up pretty soon. Stay tuned for those. If you guys are still watching, thank you guys for subscribing. The numbers are going up. We'd love to see it. And we also have some possible merchandise coming out pretty soon, where we're going to do a free giveaway. Anybody we see, we got a gator, we got hats, we got things that are coming out, not for purchase. We have to personally give it to you.
Right.
So stay tuned. Let's get those subscribers up, and we love you guys. We'll see you guys later. And once again, this is Joe.
I'm Jason.
We are the Ghost Gathers. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Gathers out.